You don't have to be some kind of zany right-winger to admit that the situation down at the US-Mexico border is pretty bad. More illegal aliens crossed into America in February than in any month during the previous 12 years, which includes Obama's presidency. But that's not enough for some people, including one professor who wrote a New York Times op-ed recently urging people to publicly shame Border Patrol agents to force them to quit. Let's check it out. Let me introduce you to Kate Cronin-Furman, a human rights professor at University College London. Kate recently wrote an op-ed in the New York Times saying the identities of the individual Customs and Border Protection agents who are physically separating children from their families and staffing the detention centers are not undiscoverable. Immigration lawyers have agent names, journalists reporting at the border have names, photos, and even videos. These agents' actions should be publicized, particularly in their home communities. Okay, so I really try to be careful when I use the term doxing, because some people use it to refer to info that's already public, but boosted by journalists or Twitter activists. But what exactly is public? If immigration lawyers share names of Border Patrol agents, which I'd argue is privileged information, they have it only by virtue of their job, what's the difference between that and me sharing the name of my private citizen friend who I know from ping pong practice? Kate continues, the knowledge, for instance, that when you go to church on Sunday, your entire congregation will have seen you on TV ripping a child out of her father's arms is a serious social cost to bear. The desire to avoid this kind of social shame may be enough to persuade some agents to quit and may hinder the recruitment of replacements. Of course, make no mistake, when Kate says shame, she isn't just referring to some abstract concept. If I had to speculate, Border Patrol agents in her scenario aren't just going to say, oh, well, people have a totally misguided notion of my job. Guess I better quit. No, you'd probably see harassment resembling what happened to former Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen and Senator Ted Cruz when they dared to eat in public. If not actual violence like with what happened to Andy Ngo in Portland last weekend. I also love how we're now taking illegal immigration advice from someone who not only is shielded from the economic and social consequences by virtue of being holed up in the ivory tower, but someone who is in an ivory tower that's not even on the same continent. It sure must be nice to dictate rules for a game you yourself don't even have to play. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.